You are listening to CrossTalk, a safe place to discuss addiction, recovery, harm reduction, and everything in between. Support for this podcast comes from the Kentucky Opioid Response Effort and Advocates of Recovery. Content and production by the team at Turning Point Recovery Community Center. Now, buckle up and get ready for the show.
Welcome everyone to CrossTalk Recovery, the recovery podcast that supports all forms of recovery. I'm Matt Lewis, and I'm here with
Michelle Fonda,
Amanda Wiersma, the Employee of the Month.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Did you know that, Michelle?
Yeah, I did.
That's pretty cool. Amanda got Employee of the Month. I've never gotten Employee of the Month.
Yeah,
I don't deserve it.
It goes to the deserving.
Right. I said I don't deserve it.
Well, just as long as y'all are aware that you're in the presence of greatness.
We'll bow later. But, yeah, congratulations on that. That's a big deal.
Thank you.
It is a big deal.
Yeah, welcome, ladies. These are the old women. I mean, the oldest, the longest working
Senior staff.
Senior
Staff.
Senior.
Been here forever, these girls.
We are grannies.
Yeah, we are.
That's true. Got me beat there. I'll never be a grandma. But no, I wanted to have you ladies on today because there's. The last podcast we did was saying goodbye to Brandon, and you guys have worked here with him just almost as long as I have, and so give you guys the opportunity to talk about that and the new exciting things we got coming up with Turning Point 2 in Mayfield that Michelle is going to be running, and we got a lot of events coming up in the next. Well, we always got events going on, but we got some really exciting ones coming up in the next month, so we'll try to keep you guys up to date on all that stuff. But we'll just start out with now that Brandon has moved on to bigger and better things.
Not better, but maybe bigger.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's further away. He really knows how to set good boundaries, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like we're dead to him now.
Yeah.
No, we love Brandon. But how are you guys? Do you guys feel about this new regime or new era?
I think it's really exciting. I was sad to see Brandon go. I feel like he helped me become a better employee. His leadership was really good. Taught me a lot of things. He was real encouraging. With that being said, Nathan, he is a great director. You are the new lead peer support out here in Paducah. I'm new lead peer support out at Mayfield. There's a lot of change, but it's exciting to see how we're going to make it our own, and I think that's really neat. Just like with the events we got coming up, they're all new events that we've never done before, so that's neat.
Yeah, I think it's all really exciting. At first, I was a little hesitant, and I felt a whole lot of, I was overwhelmed, and there was the one thing that Brandon didn't want was us to feel unstable, and secretly, I did feel a lot of instability.
I don't know if it was secret. You're
okay. Well, maybe it wasn't secret.
Fear of the unknown too.
You were emotional about Michelle leaving, and then when Brandon told us he was leaving, that was just like another level.
I really struggled because there was so much change so fast. It just happened so fast. I didn't really have time to I don't know if it was process it. I don't know.
Accept it.
Accept it, yes, I guess.
Well, a lot of people fear change, right? And I think that's one thing I learned in recovery was I was so scared of change and without what's life like without this addiction? What does it look like moving forward? But coming through that, getting sober and seeing what my life has been like since then has helped me with that fear of change now. Now I see that change can be good, and it's about the way you approach it, your attitude, and what the change is, of course. But
oh, absolutely. And I've learned in recovery that there's I have to get a little bit uncomfortable to change, when change, and that helps me grow. But it was just like there was so much so fast, and it was one of those things that you just, when you think of Turning Point, you think of Brandon Fitch, you know, and now it's just like, when you think of Turning Point, you think of Turning Point.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think we have a great team, and, you know, I respect, Nathan. He has been there right by my side through this entire process since I've worked here. He was the one that helped me fill out my application when I started working here. You know, and, you know, I've encouraged you from the beginning to be lead peer support because I think you are going to do an amazing job. And, yes, I miss Brandon because he was an important part of my recovery. He helped me build my confidence. You know, he challenged me to pursue things that, you know, I normally wouldn't, you know, in this job. Yeah. And, you know, I really owe a lot to him, but I'm glad that he's going on and doing things that
for himself.
For him and his life. But, yeah, I'm really like the way things are going now, the direction things are.
Well, that's what you mentioned there in the beginning is one of the things I'm most excited about is that, you know, it was the Brandon Fitch era was a lot of fun. There was a lot of building and a lot of growth, and that the foundation of who we are at Turning Point is based on that. But I'm excited for like what we're gonna do now moving forward. Like now, like you said, this is Turning Point, and this is us, all the people who've been doing the like ground level work and building this place. Based on our passion and compassion to help others and stay sober, you know, we've made it to what it is today.
And we're all growing into new positions.
Yeah.
I think that's powerful.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. And, like, it's going to be challenging for all of us. Like, being a lead peer support I'm going to be doing things that you know, that's the reason I never tried to do it before, because that was that fear of responsibility and doing the things that, like, I just wanted to paint, man, you know, paint and play music. But, you know, like, it's cool to be able to know that I can rise to the challenge today. Like you said, that's where you grow, right?
The opportunity for growth. I love that, you know.
And Michelle, you got to be really scared because you're going to open Turning Point 2 in Mayfield.
Yeah.
I'm not, though.
And you'll be all by yourself out there.
I'm not going to be all by myself.
Oh, no.
I'm not. Like, I was just doing supervision with Miss Selma, and I was talking to her, and I told her, I was like, once our first consumer walks through that door, and I mean, I did start crying, but not like heavy crying. Like, my eyes watered, and I was like, that's what I'm waiting for.
That's going to be awesome.
You know,
it'll just be business as usual at that point. You're like, oh, I know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just going to be like that monumental moment. The first person who walks through the door that we're able to help it'll be like everything that we've been doing, and this is why. I can't wait for that moment. I'm so excited to fill up that RCC.
Yeah.
You know,
it's needed in that area, and we already have a bunch of great community partners in Mayfield and in Graves County. Yeah. So just like being able to actually be there all the time is going to be great, you know, and to help that community because it's still rebuilding from the tornado, and you know, there's a lot of people struggling up there. So it's going to be great, and you know. You're not going to be all on your own out there. I mean, I'm joking around. That's what's great is, like, we're all still on the same team, and we're just growing and expanding. And who knows what this could turn into, like, as we continue to work on this. So I'm excited.
You know, and it's not that Turning Points. It is Turning Point is expanding, but it's because we have done so well here in McCracken County. Because we've done so well here in McCracken County, they know we're capable of continuing the mission further out, you know, and that's what's really neat.
Yeah. And I'm sure part of their faith was in Brandon.
No, it's our team. You know what I mean?
We
have such a good team that we're capable of doing more.
Yeah.
No, it's exciting. And exactly like you guys said, we're gonna rise to the challenge, and it's gonna be our thing, and we can be proud of that, And that, I think, knowing that is requiring us to be more committed and put forth more action and effort than maybe not that we didn't before, but now when you have a little more ownership of something, it inspires you to okay.
Yeah.
So it's great. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. You want to know something? My biggest issue with meetings is, despite their name, they are never about me. Here at Turning Point, all of our meetings are for you and about you. We have meetings at least 3 times a day, 7 days a week. We are located at 415 Broadway, Paducah, Kentucky. Call 270-444-3621 for more information.
Hey y'all, did you know it's illegal to own just one guinea pig in Switzerland because they get lonely? Here at Turning Point, we don't want you to ever be lonely either. That's why we are open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Always feel free to come hang with our friendly staff, and don't forget your guinea pig. We're located at 415 Broadway Street, downtown Paducah.
And you're going to do great, Michelle.
Yes, you are. You're going to do amazing.
Yeah.
And I might even miss you sometime. If I do, I'll just call you. Michelle,
Or send me in.
I don't have anybody to make fun of today. And,
Tracy said that she will be more than happy to give you a hard time when I leave.
Okay, we'll see.
We've already found our replacement.
Oh, we have fun. All right, so let's talk about some of the events coming up
Okay.
in the near future, Amanda.
Well, we have so many fun events coming up. We've tried to come up with things that, like you said, have never been done. Some things that are fun, and just think outside of the box. We've got some new team members, and so bringing their ideas to the table have really helped out a lot. We have a kit making party, which we've done before, but the Narcan kits, and our participants seem to really like those because it gets them involved in making kits that hold Narcan and fentanyl test strips, and they really like getting involved making those because they go out into the community and help save lives.
Yeah.
And so.
And it's fun. We sit around together. We give them pizza, and dessert, provide that, and fellowship. And, it gives them sense of purpose, and it helps us to get a bunch stocked and ready for the community. So,
so we've got that going on the 17th at 10 a.m. We normally do them in the afternoon, but we're doing one in the morning. On the 17th, we're having a big book study on the 16th at 1. These are not in chronological order. We're having a rock painting party on April 23rd at 1 p.m. And this was just brought up to me this morning, but does anybody know a little bit more about what that entails?
I know that Nathan, somebody was in here with some painted rocks and was talking about it, and Nathan got all excited about it, and his dream or his vision is that a bunch of people to paint these recovery rocks, and have maybe some recovery information painted on the back of them, and we're gonna have like a rock garden maybe out front, and anybody can walk by and take these rocks, but maybe this rock will end up in the hand of somebody with the information and inspiration of something on this rock that someone's painted that will inspire them or help them in their journey. So that's his vision for it, which is cool. And I think it's a cool event just because we recently had a painting party where we everybody painted gnomes, which was a lot of people showed up for and was fun. And so people like doing that. I enjoy painting, as you all know. So I think it'll be a fun event.
Yeah, it's a neat way to express yourself. And, like he said, you never know whose hand it's going to end up in. And we already have someone on display in the RCC, and they're very neat. I just think it's great. You can take one, give it to somebody, and inspire them. Come in, make your own. So that's going to be on April 23rd. You can come in and paint a rock. We're going to have a glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt at Noble Park on April 19th. This is the night before Easter at 8. We'll probably adjust the time depending on when sunset is, but we're going to have glow-in-the-dark Easter eggs and some candy.
Now that event we did, we did the glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt before,
Yes.
but we did it like...
We're like a scavenger hunt.
It was,
sorta.
well, we did it around our turning point, and it was like in parking lots and alleys and like
Bushes.
kids were having to cross streets, and it was broken glass. It was poorly planned, but
it was
a
fun.
huge event. Like people who weren't in recovery, and
Yeah.
just community people brought their kids, and we weren't prepared for that. So having it at the park, way better idea,
Yes.
way safer.
And we have a better planning of how to put glow sticks in an Easter egg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they actually bought this
Pre-ordered.
kit, pre-ordered, yeah, off of Amazon, and it's got little glow sticks that go in the Easter eggs instead of tying glow sticks that bust open. So it's
Okay.
probably going to be a little bit safer that way too.
More thought out this year.
Yes.
Yes.
We learn
we
and
learn and we grow.
Yes, but it's going to be fun. There's nothing like anything that glows is fun, I think, especially with children.
Yes.
I think. And then, so those are our classes and our events here at the RCC. And then, of course, we're going to talk about leading up to the recovery walk, which is in June.
Woohoo.
See if I hit the right button.
You did.
Well,
I thought it was.
there you go. That's the one. Recovery walk coming soon to also Noble Park near you. We love Noble Park. Our annual biggest fundraising event. It's a blast. We're trying to come up with some new ideas for that this year.
Yes.
And, we have all our vendors out there. We have speakers. We do the walk. What else we do? We're going to probably do the Battleship game
Battleship.
again. We might have music.
We're going to have bouncy houses.
Food truck,
Yeah.
auction off a bunch of stuff, raffle off stuff, gift prizes.
Yeah.
It's just a fun recovery event to celebrate recovery.
Yeah.
And we do it every year. And
You get the resources in the right hand and, you
Yeah.
know, have keynote speakers so people can hear, this is where I started, this is where I'm at today, which is
Yeah.
huge. It's so inspirational.
yeah, it's going to be great. We'll be right back.
Did you know that recovery from substance use disorder and mental health go hand in hand? That is why the caring and compassionate mental health professionals at Four Rivers Behavioral Health in Paducah are here to help you find your balance. They are proud of you for making the changes necessary to live a healthier life and would love to see you reach your full potential. Give them a call at 270-442-7121 or stop by the downtown location at 425 Broadway in Paducah, Kentucky.
One thing I have always wondered is who put the alphabet in alphabetical order. At Turning Point, our goal is to help you put your life back in order. If you struggle or have struggled with substance use disorder and are in need of help, come see us at 415 Broadway Street, Paducah, Kentucky, or call 270-444-3621 and sign up for peer support services with one of our friendly staff who have lived experience with addiction. Hope to see you soon. So that's coming up. That's on June 7th.
Yes.
Save the date. Mark your calendars.
Yes, absolutely.
And if you want to get involved, there's going to be opportunities for
Sponsorship.
obviously,
Volunteers.
to donate. If you volunteers is the word I was really looking for. Volunteers. We need lots of helpers. So if you're part of this recovery community and you want to get involved, come down. We're going to have sign-up sheets at Turning Point Paducah, where you can get signed up and get involved to help out. Get a free T-shirt if you do that.
If you like yellow,
We're not getting yellow. We're still undecided on the color of the shirt.
I wonder if we should just all just put in a basket the color we think it should be, and then we'll draw.
Maybe we
And
should.
we can determine the shirt. Because why should one person get to decide what the shirt's
One
going to be?
person is not deciding. We're all deciding together.
Well, Amanda, I, and Kia said pastel yellow.
Why don't we
Well,
let the
that's-
consumers decide what color our shirt's going to be?
They
could-
don't know.
We
No.
we could do a little.
That's 3
survey.
out of 8.
Yeah, but I can get Tracy and Chastity on our team, and then y'all are outnumbered.
Yeah.
And then if we ask Thelma, I'm sure she loves pastel yellow.
Thelma
she
told me
does
she
too.
hated yellow.
I'll ask her.
I'm just kidding about that too. Not speaking for you, Thelma. I would be fine with yellow. We haven't done yellow, but literally that's the least decision we need to make. Okay, got lots of other things we need to, and it's gonna be great. Whatever color we decide, I might just wear one of my old ones with the sleeves cut off. Rock that.
Oh, I think you should.
Yeah, I mean it's usually. Well, last year it rained, but
No, that was Overdose Awareness Day.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then it's usually a hot summer day.
Recovery Day was beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Recovery
right.
Day,
And
recovery
the Battleship game we played, we had the Turning Point mobile outreach van parked, and
Beside the podcast.
On then either side of it, we had if you've ever played the game Battleship, it's like the area where different teams of 5 would stand, and they'd throw water balloons over, or no, they picked a spot that someone's standing. And then if they hit you, you had
They
to
busted
pop a
it,
water
yeah.
balloon
Yeah.
over your head. So that will help people to cool off. It was
Yes, it
fun.
will.
They had a blast.
It was fun.
And there was like $100 to the winning team or something like that, or to
Yeah.
each member on the winning team.
Yeah.
So ways to have fun, ways to make money, ways to stay cool. What else do you want to talk about, Michelle?
I don't know.
Amanda? It's it's National Unicorn Day.
It is
Is it?
National Unicorn Day. I plan on
Right.
celebrating appropriately tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Well, it involves
Watching Legend.
No. I'll probably wear my tutu and striped socks and
Yeah.
You should have wore that today.
Yeah.
Well,
She didn't know it was National Unicorn Day.
I will admit I failed to remember this year. Matt had to remind me.
Yeah.
I think he bought me a unicorn stuffed animal one year.
For your birthday? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, now that you're going to be in Mayfield, I won't have to buy you any more presents.
You can send it through the company
Snail
mail,
mail, yeah.
the intercorporate mail.
Yeah.
I'll write you a thank you note and send it back.
That's how we're going to communicate from now on. Don't
The
even
only
use your
way.
phone. Yeah. Michelle, in 2 weeks, I'm going to need... This is the notification. All right. Yeah, we're going to be fun. So we're just a quick one to, catch you up on what's coming on and let these girls tell you their perspective on the new era. And we're excited about it, and we hope you are too. So come down and check us out. We got lots going on.
Oh, I forgot. Game day at the RCC is Saturday, every Saturday from 8 to 5.
Yeah.
For catch a meeting, fellowship.
What kind of games do you play?
Well, we haven't played any games as of yet because no one has wanted to play games. So we would really like it if some people would come play games.
From
I would like
8
it.
to 5?
Yes, it's free of charge. We've got games like Categories, Trivia Pursuit, other trivia games.
If you ever want me to bring down my cornhole boards on a Saturday, so if it's nice out and people can play in the parking lot.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do that.
Cornhole. But anyway, just to put that out there, just do something different, play some games, have fun.
Yeah, it's. That's what we tell people all the time, right? In recovery, is it's about staying connected and forming those new friends and trying to lift each other up and have as much fun as you can doing it. And that's why we plan these events. And, next month we're going to do a hiking event. Those are always one of my personal favorites.
And a tie-dye event.
We have the tie-dye, do tie-dye shirts. That's one we've never done. That's going to be fun. And I know we're thinking about doing a cooking event, teach you how to cook a meal and a dessert. So at least you'll eat good on that one. And so we're always doing something. So come down to Turning Point at 415 Broadway. Check us out.
And follow us on Facebook.
Yeah. And listen to our audio versions of this podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music. And as always,
Stay grateful.
If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction or in recovery and needs guidance, speak with Turning Point's team of peer support specialists by calling 270-444-3621. You are not alone, and we are proof that recovery is possible.